Next up, we got our big main event, the TNT title match. Cody with Arn Anderson fighting Brody Lee, who comes out without any Dark Order members, suspiciously. And Cody's been 13-0 in his match streak, whatever. I'm forgetting how to English. Cody's been winning a lot. That's what I've been saying. What have I been trying to say? And Cody starts the match, tries to hotshot it, but Brody gets into control really quick, and he just dominates him early on, gets him outside of the ring, just brutalizes Cody, gets him back into the ring, big powerbomb, discus clothesline, 1, 2, Cody kicks out and the match gets started. No, 3! Cody gets pinned by Brody Lee and the discus clothesline in 3 minutes and some change. And I was shocked by this. I was really, really shocked by this. It's been a while since I've been shocked by the outcome of a wrestling match.
Yeah, that was like Brock Lesnar, Goldberg levels of like domination over an opponent, you know? Yeah. We normally don't see this stuff happening on Dynamite, especially not in title matches. Like they've usually... This is the first time it's ever happened, and I will be happy if this doesn't happen for another few years, because that's the way it should be used. It shouldn't be once a year you get Brock out or Goldberg out to do it twice a year or 3 times a year, depending on how much you've contractually paid them for, where I feel like this makes more sense because it is such a shock turn that I loved it. I could not get enough of it. It was amazing.
Yeah. That's how you book a good, shocking finish. I've been trying to think what was the last match that shocked me like this, and it was probably Hell in a Cell last year, Rollins versus The Fiend.
Oh, yeah.
But that shocked me for a whole different reason.
Hell in a Cell. What is she like? God, I hated that.
Let's not talk about that. But yeah, interesting. I'm really, really looking forward to how Brody Lee defends the title. Surely we will not get the weekly or bi-weekly title defenses anymore. Will he have an opponent at All Out? We've still got 2 Dynamites to build to a match. Will it be a rematch possibly?
God, that's a great question. You never know. He might do the thing what Cody does, but he might just make a Jobber City, where he just defends against jobbers for like 4 or 5 weeks in a row.
And he might spin it like he's the Dark Order. He gives the losers a chance. That's a really great idea, John.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like, again, a term I've been using all podcasts, but it's that side of the coin, isn't it? It's the other side of it. But we're not done there, though. There's so much more that happens. You want to take us through it, sir?
Tony Schiavone comes in the ring, tries to interview Brody Lee while Cody is stretched out. Rest of the Dark Order joins Brody in the ring to celebrate. And just Brody says over and over again that people like Tony, executives like him, try to keep him down. They made him what he is today. They made him get the way he is. Like the first time he gets a chance, he just capitalizes on the chance. And then Dark Order proceeds to go after Cody. Arn Anderson tries to get in their way, but Dark Order just hold him. Brody kicks him. They beat Arn Anderson down. They get the stretcher back on the ramp. They flip it over. Cody takes a hard bump on the steps. And then Dark Order drag out Dustin and QT Marshall from the back. They've been beaten up. They're just like dead on the ramp. And then Brandy comes running out and just covers her husband, so he won't get any further beating. But who shows up? Anna Jay, female member of the Dark Order. Brody gives the order, and Anna Jay just chokes out Brandy from behind, while Lee just loves. It's the most diabolic grin I've ever seen on somebody, probably. And yeah, Brody has a little black bag. He used it to hit Cody with it before, and he empties it over Cody, and it's the broken pieces of the old TNT championship. And Brody says, like he promised last week, Cody can have this belt. He will. Brody himself will take the new one.
Brutal, absolutely brutal. Some of the verbiage used by Mr. Brody's interesting as well. He keeps talking about the execs that kept him down, people like Tony Schiavone, people like Arn Anderson at one point as well. Shades of his previous life in a previous federation. There is one Stark, and I don't know if you noticed this, but one Stark person missing in that whole segment.
Ellie?
Colt Cabana.
Ooh. That's a really good call.
yeah. The whole thing. No sign.
Makes sense. Yeah.
No sign of Colt Cabana. They're still shielding Colt from this aggressive, domineering and sinister side of the Dark Order, thus keeping him incredibly naive to the realities of the group.
I'm really glad you picked that up. That went just by me.
So I thought it was something that was just something I noted down. I was like, oh. A little bit cheeky those things are.